to, everybody. It's our Chief Magistrate, Judge Brandon Bryson. Always good to see you, Brandon.
Always good to see you, David.
What are you doing out here?
We're here today. Actually, we're running some errands today. Drop by Bartow Basic Needs, drop off some stuff for some school children in need, and a really great call, so I'm happy to drop by.
Now, what you do is kind of in the news lately because of the ransomware, and explain to everybody, what is that?
It is. So, a lot of courts in Georgia have been affected by this ransomware, very similar to what hit Fulton County several months ago. Someone came in, hijacked the system, and made a demand for money or some type of currency. The Georgia court system was hit by it. They had to shut down the Georgia court's website, and many counties have been affected by it. There's been 50 counties affected by it, and multiple courts per county. For Bartow County, we were mainly the only ones at the Magistrate Court that were affected. I don't think Superior Court and Probate Court weren't really affected because they use a different system. Since our case management system and bookkeeping is tied in with the states, everything has been shut down for 2 weeks. It has caused a little bit of stress, of course, for my clerks, but they jumped into action. I got to commend them, and they came up with a manual way of doing things. So now I just ask the people, if you come in, be a little patient with us. It takes a little bit longer to get the information you may be requesting because it's not there electronically. If you have documentation for your case, such as a case number, that's very helpful in helping us locate the information you need. Because we don't have it available electronically. But we've put together a manual system in place, my clerks did, to make the process as seamless as possible. So court is still going on, we're still scheduling court dates, and we haven't experienced a backlog thanks to the good work of our office.
Now, are you still being held hostage to this day?
Yes.
The records on the court, this is on the computer.
Yes.
The back. What is the worst case scenario?
Worst case scenario is that many counties will lose data for 17 years. Fortunately, here for Bartow County, we were in the process of changing over to a new system, and we just backed up all of our data a month ago. So we are very fortunate, and it just happened by coincidence that we backed up our data and sent it to another company, so it's safe. Everybody's private data, anything sensitive, it's okay. We've been assured by the state. They went ahead and took precautions and shut everything down that's related, and put in place safeguards so nobody can access that information. Basically, we just don't have access to using the applications. But all data, as far as sensitive data, is safe. It has not been compromised. But there's a possibility that many courts will lose their data that they've been storing for years.
Now, who is the one holding you hostage, or holding the records hostage?
That I have no idea.
Do they know what country it's from or anything?
I have no idea, but I do know that Homeland Security, FBI, Georgia Tech, the Georgia Court Council, it's been all hands on deck for the last 2 weeks, working around the clock. Through the July 4th holiday, people were in the office working on this, just trying to make sure everything is secure and safe, and trying to get everybody up running as soon as possible.
Is there a dollar amount you can pay to get it all back right now?
I have not heard.
So is this is a blanket where all counties, and it's just, they're not dealing with individual counties or anything. So you can't just all of a sudden, here's a check for $2.8 million. You can't do.
This has hit a certain system that many counties are tied into.
So they're going after that. So
it's just going after that. So it happens to affect 50 counties.
Now, what are you going to do to stop it? What are they going to do to make sure it doesn't happen again?
You know, they had, as far as I learned, they had encryptions upon encryptions upon encryptions, and they say this was a very sophisticated outfit that did this. But they feel confident going forward. You know, no safeguard is really perfect these days, because somebody's always a step ahead, thinking of a way. But they're feeling pretty confident now that they've got everything locked down to where this can't happen again. The only thing is, I am not sure if the case management program that the state's been relying on is even going to be back up in the future. They told us assume it's not going to be back up anytime soon. I heard yesterday that it may not be back at all, so they're now sending out information to different courts about the different vendors that are available that can handle this program for them.
So you just wake up one morning and this happens?
Yes. It's a rude awakening on a Monday morning when you find out your system's down, but it's even worse to find out that it's been hit by ransomware and that you had the possibility to lose data. But like I said, we're very fortunate. We're backed up till June. We have all of our records after that physically moved to the side. So once we're back online, all we got to do is input this data that we've been doing manually. Now, while the state system may not be back up and we may not use it again, we are already have plans and have a contract with a new vendor, and that just so happened to already been in place. So we should be up and running full speed ahead in 2 to 3 months.
Terrifying.
It's terrifying. Terrifying that somebody can just come in, demand what they want, and some governments are willing to pay it because they're losing more money by the day than it costs to pay the ransom. So you're kind of rewarding the bad behavior, but then again, you're cutting your losses at the same time. Fortunately for us, I don't see us in Bartow County losing any money. I think if any, it'll be nominal because it may require a few extra man hours to input this data once the time comes.
Wow. Just wow. Brandon Bryson, everybody, our chief magistrate judge here in Bartow County. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, and look forward to seeing you.
Hey Cartersville, it's Tim at Treasure Chest Outlet. It's summertime here in Georgia and it's going to be hot. We also have hot deals here at Treasure Chest Outlet. We have sofa sets that start at $6.99. That's for the sofa and love seat. We have chest of drawers that start at $99. We have entertainment centers that start at $199. We have sofa tables. Rustic stuff is in. We have a good selection of it. We're located at 927 North Tennessee Street. Come on by and check us out at Treasure Chest Outlet. You just never know what you're going to find.
SOS Mattress. Best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you find a huge selection of high-end mattresses without paying high-end prices? SOS Mattress. Best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you save 50 to 80% off retail every day? SOS Mattress. Best quality, best price, guaranteed. We offer the lowest prices on the best name brand mattresses. SOS Mattress and Clearance Center on Highway 41 in Cartersville, 1 block south of Home Depot.
Hey everybody, this is Kelly Jones with Kennesaw Transportation, and I have a job for you. We are always looking for good over-the-road drivers. We have teams, we have solos, we have a 2-day orientation that pays you $400, a $2,500 sign-on bonus, and we have a $10,000 seniority bonus for every 5 years. If you're looking for a new career, we can help you. If you're looking to change jobs, we can help you. Give me a call. Can't wait to hear from you. Thanks.
If you've been injured in an accident, call the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm.
Give us a call anytime. You'll talk directly to me.
Let this specialist in auto accidents fight for you. Call 770-694-1883 today.
Fred Kittle. Fred is the board chair of the Bartow County School Board, correct?
That's correct. Thankfully, I have some board members that voted me in there.
Okay, what exactly does the board chair do? What is the board chair?
It just basically oversees the meeting. No member actually has more power, than the others. After we discuss and vote on something, I'll be the one very often to sign things.
I heard you were a tyrant.
No, probably just the opposite. I'm one of those that believes everybody needs to speak, and I like that. If you'll notice on our meetings, when something comes in that changes, just like on the Jacoby project, Derek Kinney had put in something to add some different monies that we would collect to help cover our costs, and Terry Eckert came in and was wanting to know where that number came from, and we ended up getting an exact number to cover that, and it works out well. We have
Budget's coming up. Is that correct?
That's correct. We had our last budget meeting, but now we'll have coming up, we'll probably be discussing, well, I know we will, millage rate.
A lot of people think that the elderly people should not be paid anymore.
I'm one of the early ones that actually signed their petition. I actually believe at some point that they should have some tax relief.
But that's not as easy as, you just can't go in there and get everybody to sign off on it. That's a state issue, right?
Well, you definitely, no, it's local. You can get your local delegation to agree. In fact, we have 3 House members that came up with a nice compromise. They went and talked to those school systems and around the county. It's nothing exactly how it started where folks wanted 100%, but this compromise would be at 50%. So I think it's a fair compromise. You just have to have the state senators to agree there too, is my understanding.
Is everybody's taxes going up?
If you got a higher assessment, and if the millage is the same, the answer is absolutely you got more taxes.
Do we get what we pay? Do we have a good? How do our schools rank up?
Doing very well, and we've got a new superintendent that's just been phenomenal.
Oh, he's great.
He does a lot of the bottom up. One of the programs he's put in is this professional learning, which is great, which you'll start seeing its effects as it starts here in the fall. They've been doing training all year, and it's a lot of it's bottom up collaboration between the teachers. So if you have a student coming into a classroom, it doesn't really matter as much which one as much anymore because it belongs to that group. So you'll see a lot of positive things there. We have the Read to Grow program, which which is a real big grassroots. We're getting a lot of state attention and federal attention.
Yep.
And thanks to our faith base and our business and industries, we had around 150 to 160 volunteers for 4 first grade at 4 schools and the first grade classrooms. This next year we're going to have it in all 12 schools, and we're going to need probably between 500 and 600 volunteers, and I think we'll get it. I just had the joy of being with Dr. Page at a few events. We were at a Georgia Highlands Advisory Committee, and Georgia Power Plant Bowen was taking it to their volunteers. We're pretty sure they're going to help at Taylorsville and New Harley Elementary. They wanted to help at schools close to the plant. I was at I'm trying to think her name. Beth Tilley has a group of seniors in New Harley, and Dr. Page, went there to help with that. But we're getting a lot of seniors are helping. We have it's just phenomenal, and then with this faith-based involved, not only are we seeing the scores improve greatly from when the kids come in, but they're seeing other things, like if there's need, like a child's wearing the same clothes every day, they may be handling those issues. There was one where a child their family's going to be homeless, father lost his job raising the kids and all that. But so you're seeing a lot of positive there. So if anybody wants to help with the Read to Grow program, it's not hard. A lot of it can be just a matter of flashcards. The teacher still leads the classroom, but she'll pull some over there and need some help. So you're doing the flashcards on the sight words. You might be reading the story that has the sight words for that week. And
let me tell you, there's no drama anymore at the school board. And for years, I think I know you don't want to say anything about past or anything, because but there was a lot of drama. Always drama. There's no drama now, and there's not negativity all over Facebook and everything else.
Well, everybody's on the same page, and a lot of things, if you follow your policies and if you work together, a lot of things, sometimes it's just personality. Sometimes you get a lot of type A's, and as you know, I'm not a type A personality, from our chamber years when I was the chairman there. You can accomplish a lot of great things if you don't care who gets the credit. If you let those type A's lead in the committees and different things, it just works out a lot better.
Fred Kittle, everybody, the board chair at the Bartow County School Board. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks a lot, Dave.
Hey, this is Joe Wilson, co-owner of Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, Cartersville's locally owned funeral home, serving all of Bartow County since 1977. The biggest difference of our funeral home here in Bartow County, Cartersville, is that we are a locally owned funeral home. We make all our decisions right here in the funeral home. When people walk in the door, they're going to meet the owner and know that we're making decisions on what's best for the families that have placed their trust and confidence in us and the needs of our community. One thing we always say to families that place their trust in us is ask a family we have served. We want people to know that when they come here for probably one of the most difficult experiences in their life, that they can feel comfortable with us. On behalf of myself and all the staff here at Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, we want you to know it would be our honor to serve your family during your time of need. Please call us at 770-382-0034.
Hi, welcome to Spencer Family Medicine. We're located on Henderson Drive in Weston Commons Shopping Center.
Unlike most medical clinics, we do labs right here in the office, including x-rays, saving you the hassle of scheduling yet another appointment across town.
Here at Spencer Family Medicine, we accept almost all insurance plans.
And we can almost always fit you in for same-day appointments.
We serve patients young to old.
From urgent care issues like broken bones to long-term issues like weight management and hormone therapy.
Not only that, but Dr. Spencer and staff are trained in aesthetic work.
So come to see us at Spencer Family Medicine. We would love for you to be a part of our family.
I'm Dr. Spencer, and I approve this message.
Okay, guys. Ready?
Ready, go.
Hello, Cartersville. If you haven't been by lately, come on by and check us out. We've totally revamped the store. We've added a lot more large capacity washers for your big loads. We have 40 pounders, 60 pounders, and 80 pounders for those huge loads. If you've got large bedding, come on by and see us. We've got the machine you need from a single person all the way up to a multi-family. If you're tired of doing laundry yourself, we offer a wash, dry, and fold service where you can drop it off. A few hours later, come back, it's ready to wear. We're located at 406 North Tennessee Street. It's All American Coin Laundry. Come by and see us for all your laundry needs.
Josh Goodman, everybody, Elite Stone Supply. I love this place right there. I mean, I could live in that.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's a 12 by 32. It's a pretty healthy size for, well, you said living. It's a pretty good size living space.
Well, take me inside and show me around.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go inside.
Joshua, what's the square footage on something like this?
This is 12 by 32. Pretty solid size. It's 16 inch joist spacing, or 16 on the center. So it's set up like a typical house.
Why would somebody buy something like this?
Well, there's various reasons. Some people might just want to get away, you know, a little she shed, man cave kind of situation.
Yeah.
Some people might want to use it for actual living space, whether it be, you know, trying to do the tiny house thing, or maybe a bunkhouse over by a lake or something. Somebody might just want to.
Let's go in that direction. Small people are doing that smaller.
I get more and more inquiries on it every day. Like, it's a very real thing. People want to know the logistics of it, what other people have done, how they're doing their utilities, sleep space, everything. You know, I try to help them out the best I can. A lot of folks, to save space, I will say, they use the little tables and ovens and stuff out of RVs.
And these are very inexpensive, really. They really are.
Yeah, absolutely. In the way that we do the sales on them, whether it be an outright sell or a rent to own, or even financing options, you know, short term and long term, it can work for everybody. And as far as the floor plans and the sizes we offer, there's something just about for everybody.
You gotta have perfect credit to buy one of these.
It all depends on the option. I mean, good credit doesn't suck. It doesn't suck.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, like I said, we have options for everybody. You know, whether if you do a rent to own, you don't have to run your credit. All you need is 2 forms of ID, and depending on how big of a building you get, a down payment.
Very small air conditioner and a plumb. If somebody could do it themselves, put in plumbing, put in little bitty bathroom and.
If you are handy or got a little bit more scratch just to get somebody here to know what they're doing to set up your electrical or plumbing or everything, you can make it work logistically.
I'd be very comfortable in this, as long as it's cool.
Right, yeah, absolutely. A window unit would be idyllic.
And that worked fine in here in a place like this. It worked fine.
Right, yeah. And like you said, it could be a perfect little workplace. I've sold them as e-commerce offices. People make little boutiques online or this, that, or the third. And this will be like home base for them, just to kind of separate your living space from your workspace. And from what I've seen, it works very well. I've had nothing but positive feedback on the places that I've sold as offices. Hey guys, if y'all are interested in tiny homes, she sheds, man caves, garages, cabins, any of that, storage buildings, feel free to call me at Elite Stone and ask for Joshua, or hit me up on Facebook, whether it be the Elite Stone page, the Premier Portable Buildings page, or the Power Equipment page, and I'll get you sorted out. Even if you're not in the market, you need to think about logistics or anything like that, give me a shout. I will help you out.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Hey Cartersville, my name's Bria. I'm the herbalist and manager here at the shop. A lot of us are suffering from sinus problems this time of year. The pollen in Georgia is horrendous. So when you come in, we can customize an herbal program for your specific individual needs. We offer a lot of educational tools so you can be educated on each product. We like ALJ, we like our local honey, we have a variety of teas. We also have natural antihistamines, sinus support. So come see me and let us help you find natural relief.
Everybody, this is Linda Cochran. Hey, Linda.
Hi there, David. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We're in front of the Cassville Museum.
Right.
Is this getting ready to be torn down, or?
No, they're trying to sell it. Is what they're trying to do. And Reba Allen was the oldest and the last postmaster here, and she bought it in 1942.
Okay.
And they moved it here. It wasn't originally here, but they moved it here. And so after she passed, her son decided that he wanted to sell it.
Is this the original? I mean, how old is this building?
I'd say probably the 1900s, early 1900s.
Okay.
But now that the post office was started in 1833.
Where?
Oh, okay. It was in the close to the courthouse. It's in the courthouse square.
Okay.
And I'm not exactly sure, but when she moved it, she tried to move it close as she could because she owned this property.
She did?
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the first post offices in the South, or what is this?
It's on the National Register as the oldest post office in Georgia.
The oldest post office in Georgia. Now, somebody wants to buy this and they want to move this someplace, or what's the story?
They're going to move it.
And keep it here in Cassville.
I hope so. I really do, because this is a treasure right here. It's a small 3-room building.
Right.
The front is like I don't know, most people, when I was a child, we got general delivery mail.
Right.
You had to go in and get your mail from the post office. So that's mainly what this was, and it's got a little room on the front where you could reach over, not reach over, but talk to the person behind it. And they got cubby holes in there with the mail in it, in the second room, and a desk. And then in the back room, basically it was just used for mail and storage and stuff like that.
So they didn't deliver it. door to door.
No, they didn't have actually a postman. They just had the postmaster.
That must have been a big deal back then to receive a letter.
Oh, it was. Back in, let's see, when Cassville was burnt, okay? Right before the burning, Mr. Milholland was fighting in the Civil War, and he was up at, he got killed up there. Well, they received a letter from the government, you know. Well, his son, Bud, would pick up the mail for his mother on the way to school. So when he'd stop and pick up his mail, he noticed, usually he got a letter from his dad, but there wasn't one in there, and it was from the government. So he opened it when he got to school and found out his father was dead. And he was, I think, 12 years old.
I wonder how long it took to deliver a letter.
It was a good while. I'm not exactly sure because I don't know how they transported it from one area to the other. But I would assume on the train. But see, we didn't have a rail here then. So they didn't, this was a main drop, I'm sure, but they'd have to bring it in either by stagecoach or by wagon or something like that.
When did the railway come through?
Oh gosh, that's how come Cassville didn't get built back.
Right.
They moved, you know, they went to Cartersville instead. So when they went to Cartersville, it was later than that. I can't even think of the name of the railroad. But they built in the depot in town.
So they're looking for a buyer right now. There is no buyer yet?
No.
What does the buyer get? Just the building?
Just the building. And they'll have to pay for moving it.
So if you want this historical, if you want this building, listen.
I would love for this building to be bought and kept in Cassville. I don't know where we'd put it, but I think the Cassville Historical Society could find a place. Dale Black is a miracle worker, and he does everything up here just about it. So
people are working at it.
Right.
Linda Cochran, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you, David, and I appreciate it. Y'all have a good week.
The Kennesaw culture it's a family way of life. We're a business that is Christian-based.
Every morning you have a Bible verse on your Qualcomm, and if you're having a rough day, you can just look at the Bible verse and think, I've not got it bad as I thought I did.
We do not do forced dispatch. What we try to do is, if a driver want to go West Coast and he's happy, send him to the West. If you have teams that want to go to Northwest, send them there. And if you're sending everyone where they would like to go, it makes them happy and make it easier on the dispatchers.
It's easy to communicate because of the open door policy. It makes it so much easier to go in and talk to your dispatcher, to talk to levels of management, to talk to even the owner of the company.
Your home time is awesome. You would not believe how you would get home time here.
We don't over push our drivers. We try to give them the rest and the time that they need to make the miles and the money that they need.
Right now we have a variety of tractors. We've got Volvos, Peterbilts, and some Internationals. They're loaded. So you are definitely going to be comfortable in the tractor.
This is home. This is absolutely home. This is where I will finish my career with this company because, and sorry I'm emotional because they've been so good to me. I've been through some personal things and they've been there for me the whole time. I can't praise the company enough, and it's everything from the drivers, our shop, all the way up to our management team. Everybody's been there for me, and I appreciate them and I appreciate what they stand for.